Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we're back with more Dairoku, and we're just continuing where we left off, and I don't remember if we just got into a new subsection or what, even though it's only been a day, but anyway, that's what happens, so. Days pass, and I'm here now, lying down on my sofa. Oh, right, a cold thing. Right, we started with the news, like something, catching a cold or something, right? Okay. I caught a cold when I returned to the real world. A little over 101 degrees. Quite high for a human, yes. The funniest thing is right before he popped up, I was like, is Shiratsuki going to take care of us after we took care of him? How cute. Yes. I love it. Shiratsuki's frowning at the thermometer. It feels a little weird seeing Shiratsuki inside my room. That's about all that comes to mind right now. Tokitsugu mentioned that you were sick, but you seem worse than expected. Yet he's smiling at us. I'm just smiling so that you're not scared that you're going to die. Thanks? Question mark. I'm sorry. I went back to the real world on my day off and I probably caught a cold then. If only I paid a bit more attention to my health. It's quite alright. Don't force yourself to talk. Immortals are prone to sickness no matter how keen they are of their health. I was quite happy when you took care of me when I caught a cold as an Ayakashi. Hence, I'll return the favor to you. You really don't have to, Shiratsuki. I feel bad for troubling you with this. He wants to because he loves us. Shh, I don't think he knows it yet, but... Might I remind you that I am your Shikigami. Worrying about one's master is nothing strange. I've always desired to tend to someone who is of sickly health. That's a really weird thing to want. You're like, I want a car. I want to be happy. I want to go skiing or something. Things that you want, but I want to take care of someone who's sick. I don't know. There's just a lot of things you might want to do in your life or experience, but I don't necessarily know if this is it. You know? And nobody is I want to experience what it's like to stay in the hospital. Nobody wants that. Nobody thinks about that shit. Nobody wants to take care of someone who's sick. I mean, if someone is sick in your family, you're going to take care of them, but it's not I hope someday someone gets sick so I can tend to their needs. That's just not something that anyone ever thinks about. The fuck, Shiratsuki? What the fuck? I mean, I guess he's I'm so bored in the world that all I can think about is weird shit like this. So that's his real motive. But it'd be ungrateful to not accept his offer. Well, if you say so. That isn't necessary. Koya finally speaks up. Aww, Koya looks so mad in this CG. Look at him. Master has me by her side. A Shikigami like yourself is not needed now. Look at him. He looks so... Look at his... I don't even know what's happening with his face. He's so evil, and then he's grinning, and it's is he supposed to be I will take care of it, like he's happy, but he looks like he's plotting our death, which I guess is a very cat-like thing, so. But I love how Shiratsuki's just I'm around, protective. It's super cute. How adorable. Quite confrontational, yes. So tell me, what can you do with those paws of yours? Don't underestimate me. If I want to, I could easily make her porridge. Guys? What's with the competition? Don't tell me they don't like each other. Stay out of this. I'll take care of her with all I have. Spacey! God damn it, game! Takes me out and it makes me so mad. That is my biggest gripe with this game. Okay, aside from... Okay, no, this is my biggest gripe. My second biggest one is, in the very beginning, you're the fuck is happening here? Weird shit's going on, and, I feel the flow's a little better now, but, in the beginning, you're that's a... You're what? Oh, okay. Scenarios are happening, and you're I'm very confused until the end, and then you're oh. Yeah, that wasn't explained very well. That wasn't... And again, it could just be me being stupid. Maybe I'm getting smarter as we go, or the game is just really confusing. I don't know. So that's But this is my huge gripe, and it's so little, but it's so irritating. Do not let me change the character's name if you were not going to code it properly, so later on in the game, they're going to call me the wrong name. That makes me angry. Stop it. It takes me out, because I'm like, shit, no, that's not right. That's supposed to be her name. Like, fuck, come on. This is the worst. I don't think we've ever played a game that is this bad with it. Like, we've played ones where it's like, name here, or whatever, you're like, where it might be in a little bit. But this is like, so far, I feel like almost half the game has been like this. Like, in the common routes, Tamamo and Kinka 100% never called us Spacey, and you're like, that's really annoying. The other characters did, okay, but now it's like, all of a sudden, oh, Shiratsuki's calling us by our name. He's always been calling us by our name. So that's weird. And it's not like, oh, he was calling us by our last name. He was calling us by... So even if we hadn't changed her name, he would have always been calling her Shino, and now he's calling her Shino. So it was like, that doesn't make any sense. But that makes me think that it's the translation coding that's fucked up. But the thing is like, where the input name should have been the same regardless? You know what I mean? Because, but then again, maybe they did change it, because in Japanese, he probably would have been calling her by her last name, and then he switches to her first name. Okay? But then they're localizing it, and they're like, well, that's weird for English-speaking people, for people to be calling you by your last name. That's not how we do things. It's kind of strange. Even though when you're playing, like, a Japanese game, you kind of expect that. So you're like, I mean, it's strange, but, like, you know what you're getting into at this point. But they're probably like, okay, well, we'll just... You know, like if there was an American-made Otome game and then they translated into Japanese, they would be like, okay, well, we're going to switch the names, you know, to make it fit better with what you're used to. You know what I mean? So you're not like totally thrown out of it. But, so then it's like in the translation, then did they fuck up the coding? So then they're like, oh, okay, well, he's been calling her by her last name, but no, we'll make sure he calls her first name. And then later they just didn't put in like, oh, also pick the name that they're using? Because it's like so fucking weird how the game is not even coded at all here. It's not even like it's calling her by her last name or something. You know what I mean? Like, you were clearly in the very beginning in the first few chapters picking the name that I input. And now you're like, nah, fuck that. Here's the original name. Like, it was never coded to pick up the name you input. So, like, was the original Japanese version of the game didn't allow you to do that? And that's something they added? And then they just fucking half-assed coding this? Like, what's the deal? But it's pissing me the fuck off. Like, I mean, I can't... This is one of those things, like, fucking patch the game and fix it, because it takes you out when you're like, who the hell is that? Oh, right, that's me, and you're calling me that. And, like, it was annoying when it was Tamamo and Kinka doing it. Like, the whole time. You're like, that's irritating that you couldn't code them. But now your main character's doing it. I'm trying to date Shiratsuki and he's calling me some other bitch's name. I mean, it's really her name, but it's not. It's not! Stop it! Like, it makes me angry and it's irritating because it's like, that's just one of those little peeves that's just gonna fucking... It just annoys me as I'm going, because I'm like, that's not my fucking name. That's not the name I gave her. Don't let me change the name if you're not going to actually use the name that I input. Like, you know what I mean? It's one thing if I left her, like, Spacey Akitsu, and then they kept calling her by her last name, and you're like, okay, well, sure, fine, I didn't change her last name, but I changed her first name. Don't fucking call her by her OG fucking first name. So, like, on one hand, I enjoy the game. I really like the characters and everything, and so far it's been fun, you know? But on the other hand, this is, like, the biggest pet peeve, and I'd be like, do I recommend? No! Because this is annoying. Like, yes! Because the characters are fun, and they all have good personalities, and the MC is, like, really kind of cool. Like, she just gives it right back. She's not like, dainty wallflower. She'll, like, say shit to fucking say me, right? You know what I mean? But, like, and so far all the characters are good. But on the other hand, this is so fucking annoying that, like, if you've got a pet peeve like me where, like, that's going to irritate the fuck out of you and throw you out of the game. So for 10 minutes you rant about it and you're like, I would frickin' throw my Switch if it wasn't plugged in. I would never do that. Oh my God. But, like, you kind of want to rage throw it because you're like, stop calling me some other fucking name. Why did I put my name in there if you're going to fuck me up when I'm trying to read? Like, then, you know, I would say no. It's a stupid thing to be annoyed about, but it's kind of like, but it is. It's like other games like, okay, typos are annoying, whatever. Listen, Tim, do your motherfucking job. Okay. Whoever thought Tim could be a coder, fucking, you should be fired. Tim is not even capable of typing. Why would you hire him to do back-end coding? Stop it. Stop it. He was fine in the art department. He is not okay. New people who have not been around, or people who have been around for the last few games where we've forgotten about Tim. Look, I forgot about Tim too, okay? I forgot to blame him for all the terrible typing. Anyone new is like, who the fuck is Tim? Tim is the intern that we blame for all the terrible typos. Tim is a terrible typist, okay? He is the person we blame for all the typos in the games, okay? Even though they're done by different companies and whatever, we blame Tim. Tim is the intern. And every once in a while, we used to say he was really good at, like, see those little, like, swooshies in it? Like, I think it was in Hakuoki when we were doing it. And they're, like, the little, like, swoosh when they were having, like, sword fights and stuff. You're like, see? He's really good in the art department putting those little swooshies in. And, like, look, that one's purple. Ooh, look, that one's yellow. Ooh, look, it's upside down now. That's all he's good at. Don't let him type. And now you've gotten back-end coding? What the fuck? Stop it. Tim is like one of those assholes who's just like, yeah, I'm fucking like awesome. I'm like the best at everything. And then they give him a job to do and he can't fucking manage it. Really hate Tim now. Before we just blamed him for like bad typos and now I'm just ragingly pissed at him. Like, listen. I need to speak to the manager. But seriously. All right. I try to read this now, but it just irks me so much underneath. Like, I'm very stressed out and very irritable. So this is just, I wanted to, like, yay, I'm gonna have a good time. And you ruined it. You ruined it, Tim. You ruined my good time. Very, very short fuse lately, okay? Just stop. I'm gonna go cry now. Anyway.
Spacey, it seems like you're sweating. And let me wipe your body.
Oh, hi. I see you're finally exhibiting your true colors. How dare you take advantage of an ill woman?
How rude! I have no ulterior motives.
But you do, don't you? What a lewd fox you are. Meanwhile, Koya looks like he's gonna kill us, so talk about ulterior motives. This is getting worse. I have to stop them, but I can't move a muscle right now. I feel super dizzy, too. You guys, stop.
Spacey, are you okay?
Fucking A! It's not even like it's a short thing. It's like forever. It's like, I guarantee you it's going to happen in every route. And like 90% of this fucking game is going to be fucked up with having not the name in there. And that's going to really fucking make me mad. Like, it was annoying when it was Tamamo and Kinka. But this is... Every time. It's going to tweak me out every time, and I'm, like, going to rage quit. I'm going to keep playing the game, but I'm going to be fucking pissed about it. Okay? And at the end, I'm going to be like, this game was really great, aside from that. Like, on one hand, really great game. On the other hand, fuck you for not calling me my actual fucking name that I put in. Balls. Master! No, she doesn't look well.
And this is no time for us to argue.
I suppose. Can't believe I went cold there for a moment. Sorry, I clicked that fast. Thank goodness you're awake.
How do you feel? Do you need anything?
Some water? The medicine I took earlier must be doing wonders, since I feel much better now.
Understood. Water it is. Koya, which cup should I use?
Follow me. I'll show you where to get one.
Yes, right away.
Huh? You're not arguing anymore? What purpose is there in bickering when our master here is ill? We decided to put aside our differences.
I apologize for what stress I may have caused you earlier. Rest assured it won't happen again.
Okay. I hid a smile by pulling the blanket over my face. I suppose getting sick was worth it if it meant that they would get along. Oh. It's like without a hoodie, I'm too cold, but with my hoodie, I'm like too warm. God, it's really confusing. Chapter 6. Oh, we're on Chapter 6 already. Warning. We got to Chapter 6, bitches. I'm here today to... we will not have that many parts left because there was only 8 chapters and we are on Chapter 6 already, and there's only 8 chapters in this whole thing. I don't know, though, like, Chapter 8 could be really long or the end route, but we do not have very many parts. This game is actually fairly short, I would say. Because, like, what is this? Like, well, this might be the 13th hour. So, like, the common route takes a while for those first 3 chapters, but these ones are very fast. Alright, anyway. I'm here today to look at the events being held in the other sectors. Okay, so that explains it. So there are little events in each sector. So it's like, okay. It sure is lively. I'm shocked to see so many Ayakashi here.
Everyone's so excited. I see food stalls all over the place.
I never expected them to have a singing contest. That was a close one. We almost decided on the same thing. That's why you should talk to each other.
The contest is open to everyone, so would you like to give it a shot?
Absolutely not. We didn't come here to play. We have work to do.
I expected you to say that, Spacey. You need to learn to slack a bit.
God, it's so gonna make me so fucking mad. Despite his words, Shinotsky isn't showing any signs of leaving my side. I suppose he's honoring the contract, even if it is a temporary one. You can enter if you'd like, Shiratsky. I can handle the work and memo taking by myself.
That's not possible. I can't leave you alone lest you get kidnapped by someone.
Kidnapped? Come now, that won't happen. You're here and so is Koya. Mind you, I am an Ayakashimori too.
And don't be so defensive. I'm just worried.
We look around the event filled with Ayakashi as we continue our chat. Families, friends, maybe couples? I guess the way they all gather to have fun is no different from humans. Just being here is actually quite fun. I hope the fashion contest will also be a big hit.
A fashion contest or not, as long as the prizes are good, I'm sure the Makatsui Oni will join the festivities.
You have a point there. I'm sure they'd love the sake that Tamamo chose. I bet Hajun would love the treasure you're going to donate too.
To be honest, I wanted to come up with a prize that would drag out the Tengu, but...
Well, Hira and Takao did say having sake as a prize would suffice.
And then we'd be treating them no differently from the Makatsui Oni. What about the children? I'm sure they'd love to have toys, too.
Shiratsky, calm down. Oh, look! There's a food stall over there serving some good eats, so let's go and buy some. Shiratsky slowly nods after scoping the area as I explain to him that it's almost break time, too.
If you say so, Spacey, I shall comply. Custard or sweet beans? Which do you prefer?
If it's taiyaki? Oh, if it's taiyaki, I want sweet beans. But custard is also delicious, too.
Very well. We should buy both and split them between us. You just wait here.
Shiratsky! There he goes. I guess Shiratsky's enjoying the festival. Well, the same goes for me, too. It's fun being with Shiratsky with how kind and caring he is towards me. As I look at Shiratsky go, someone bumps into me. I somehow prevent myself from falling. I suppose with the crowd, it isn't surprising to be bumped into. We're getting kidnapped. Or at least that's what I thought. Hey, what the hell are you looking at? Wow, so cliche. This is going to be a pain. I try to respond, but before I can, I'm surrounded by a bunch of Yori. What's up with this human? She bumps into us and won't apologize, eh?
I haven't seen you here. You're a new Ayakashimori.
Wait, new Ayakashimori? Could she be...
Oh, her.
do not know what is happening with my voices in this game. It's just all fucking over the place. But it's kind of fun. We're just doing weird shit. I don't know what's going on here, but they seem a bit confused. One of the Yordi takes a step forward. Hey, you! I wouldn't get too cocky if I were you. This is more intimidating than I thought. Still, I need to stay calm to try to resolve this peacefully and without conflict. I apologize for bumping into you. I wasn't looking. I was standing still and you bumped into me, but like, whatever. That said, I don't know how I was being cocky there. Do you mind explaining? I like how she's like, I'm so sorry to bump into you, but like, the fuck is your deal, bitch? Acting cocky with us, eh? The Yordi reaches out to me in anger. What I said must have rubbed him the wrong way. Oh! Look at Shiratsuki's, like, kind of angry, sexy eyes. Damn. Hello. He's, like, shoves us out of the way, and he's just all like, hey. Nice. Nice. Okay, again, like I said before, I really do like that the fact that the CGs just, like, blend right into the game. They don't... Like, some of them... I always love the CGs, don't get me wrong. But, like, some... Like, CGs kind of stand out. Like, when they pop in, they're like, oh, it's CG time. And it's something like there's... It's like... A CG. It's like, here's the game. Here's your CG. You know? And this one, it's like, here's your game. Here's your CG. It's just 100% exact art. It just, like, doesn't jump out the way CGs normally do, where you're like, CG! It's like, I kind of sometimes forget that they're, like, it pops up and you're like, oh, it's a CG. Right. It looks exactly like, 100% like the game. I mean, obviously, it's the same artist who did the sprites and does the thing, but sometimes the CGs do look a little different, or they have, like, fancy borders, or they have sparkly things. There's something going on where they just, like, pop more, and, like, these don't. But that's not, like, a bad thing. I kind of like the way they just flow right in like they belong here. Like, they ain't trying to be special. Like, they ain't dressed up or nothing. They're like, hello, we're the CGs. We're just here. Okay, then goodbye. And you're like, all right, I kind of forgot. Like, I forgot you were a CG. I don't know. It's weird. I like it, but it's weird. Anyway. Well, like, he looks good unless I like it.
Stop right there!
Shiratsuki barges in and grabs the hand that was about to grab me. Shiratsuki simply tosses the hand to the side and sends the Yordi flying. I don't think he even knew what happened. That was so fast. Oh! What the hell? Hey, isn't that the shooter of Kikutsune? I don't remember their voices all of a sudden. Like, I got distracted by Shiratsuki's face. This isn't good! Let's go! What's the matter?
Are you alright, Spacey?
God damn, it's gonna piss me off. Yes, thank you. I'm glad you stepped in there. I don't know what would have happened without you. Sad coming from an Ayakashimori, but true. I never knew the Yordi were so aggressive and confrontational. Maybe it's because I associate with everyone at Kikutsune.
So I was reliable.
I can't read. I smiled seeing him wag his tail with joy. I have to admit, that was amazing how you simply threw him without much effort.
It was nothing, really. It's simply something needed to protect you. So, do you think I looked cool there?
He looked ridiculously beautiful there, Shiratsuki, so yes, good boy. Pat him on the head, Spacey. Yes, very.
Hearing it from you like this is mighty embarrassing. Look, he's blushing! It's adorable! Cool. I must have captivated your soul.
That's a bit of an exaggeration. No, we're swooning a little.
Huh. It done already?
Oh, Hira! Wow, I clicked that too fast, sorry.
If it isn't Hira.
I heard there was a fight, so I came, but I guess I didn't have to.
You're too late. And then again, I suppose this was quite fast coming from you, Hira.
And that isn't something I expected to be told after coming all the way out here. Still, thank you for coming. I never expected you would come to help, though, Hira. He's like, why does everyone doubt me? God, what, you act like I do nothing. You don't. Shut up. ... He's like, he's thinking this all in his head. He's staring at me? Is there something on me? I don't want to get involved, but I do know this. There's a strange rumor going around about you.
Strange rumor.
I'm not sure where it came from, but rumor has it that a rookie Ayakashimori forced you to become her Shikigami. That took me completely off guard. Huh? What are you talking about?
You can't be serious. Do you seriously think a mortal can force me, a Shire, to become their Shikigami?
Might I add that I would never force Kikutsune Shire to become my Shikigami. Hey, don't complain to me. I'm simply sharing what I heard. Oh, I'm sorry. Sure.
Hira, do you mind telling me exactly what you heard?
I don't know anything besides what I said. All I know is that it's a rumor among the Ayakashi. They said that the Ayakashimori tricked you into the contract, whereas others said that the Ayakashimori knows your weakness. She's like, you have a weakness?
She's like, shut up, no.
I heard it from the Crow Tengu. They didn't mention who the rumor's referring to, but you are the only one with Shiratsuki recently, or who has been with him recently, obviously. And you did make him your Shikigami. So that's why... I recall what happened to me earlier. That Ayakashi looked at me and said, oh, her. They must have heard the same rumors, too.
Hira, surely you aren't taking such a foolish rumor as fact.
Fact or not, it doesn't concern me. That's Hira, all right. He really isn't interested in anything. Even if Hira doesn't care, the other Ayakashi may actually believe the rumor going around. The rumors are spreading into Amatsuna, so maybe there's another Ayakashimori who wants to make Shiratsuki their Shikigami. So there's someone running the rumors to make me break our contract? I know you don't want to hear it, but I want you to know the rumors are false. Are we gonna have to distrust Sammy or Yakumo now? Because they're the only other Ayakashimori we know who would make a point. Because now would be stupid if it was like some random Ayakashimori jumps out of nowhere and you'd be like, what the fuck was the point of that? You know what I mean? I understand throwing this in like, oh, and like weird rumors get started and we have to be like, no, he did it because he wants to and like whatever. You know what I mean? Because like he's never been a Shikigami before. It's not like... So it's like, it seems weird. So I get the rumors starting because of what happened and like kind of getting blown out of proportion. So that would make sense. Like, oh, okay, they throw in a little bit of conflict like that. Sure. But if it's a random Ayakashimori who's trying to make Shiratsuki their Shikigami, so they're spreading rumors and doing all this, it makes no sense. That comes out of nowhere if it's just a random other person. But also, unless it doesn't get resolved. You know what I mean? Because you're like, you can't... Sammy is our love interest, so you can't make him like a douchebag. I mean, you can, but, like, you can't make him a douchebag in all the other routes. It's like his douchebaggery has to come out in his route. Like, you know what I mean? Or then the final route where you're like, oh, it was Sammy the whole time. You know what I mean? You can't do it now. That would kind of ruin him for the rest of the game. So, like, I don't know. It would also ruin Yakumo, though. But since there's no actual real route order, it's not like you could have done any of them, although, like... in the recommendation, Sammy should be the last one you do before the finale route. You know what I mean? But everybody else is interchangeable, so, like, you couldn't have it come out that, like, Yakumo or somebody was shady here, because it would just be weird for the rest of the routes, so... You know? Like, if there's a strict route order, or, like, this is... where, okay, this is the easiest, not really comes out, and then the mystery, some other underlying mystery kind of evolves as you're playing... That would make sense, but like, since these are all basically, you can play any of them, it feels like they would be almost not have an overlong. I mean, you know what I mean? They wouldn't really have a huge overarching mystery. Because they kind of really don't. Like, it's very simplistic, the story. Like, oh, okay, there's Ayakashi, and then, oh, we're gonna do this event. Oh, but we're doing the event with Shiratsuki where, okay, in Hero's route, we'll do the route with the hero. You know what I mean? Like, and there's an event that's happening. And, like, to make sure that, and, like, maybe there is, I mean, there's still, like, the whole, like, are we the special that's gonna, like, save everybody? There's that little thing that they kind of did in the beginning. Like, everybody's getting wackadoodle and weird shit's happening. but then it doesn't really, you kind of just ignore it. I'm going to assume that's the end. But, like, it's going to be more like Shiratsuki's route, Hiro's route. All of them are like, oh, yeah, that's also, like, a concern that we'll figure out later. And then later is one of the end routes, not the individual routes. You know what I mean? So it's not like you're actually really unraveling anything in any of these routes. That's what it feels like so far, because Shiratsuki's route's been like, oh, okay, we're just hanging out with him, blah, blah, blah. Now it's like, we're in chapter 6, we got 2 chapters left. The fuck are we going to do in these things? You know what I mean? It's not like it's like we've literally done dick all for the, like, these 3 chapters in his route so far. So, like, I don't know. Which is fine. I'm not complaining, but it's like, I don't think all of a sudden we're going to be like, okay, let's go, gang. Let's solve this fucking mystery and find out it's Old Man Jenkins in a mask. It's like, oh, we're just been driving around. We're just driving to the mystery in the mystery machine. We ain't getting there till the end. Anyway. Anyway, I know you don't want to hear it, but I want you to know the rumors are false. I'd rather not get involved. I'm sorry, but I need to let you know, since this isn't just about me, but it's also about Shiratsuki and his reputation. Sorry, Bird. I was trying to adjust my thing and I just yanked him. Fine. Keep it short. Thank you. The contract I have with Shiratsuki is only temporary, and is made so that Shiratsuki can terminate the contract at will. I didn't force him into a contract, so I have no idea how these rumors started. I bet it's because the rumors are entertaining. That's what rumors are, you know. I'm also not surprised the Ayakashi are speculating on what happened since he became your Shikigami and not Tokiwa's or Tokitsugu's.
That is painting Spacey poorly. I know what to do.
Like I said, it doesn't concern me, but tell you what, I'll correct the rumor when I feel like it. Is that fine with you? Yes, thank you. I suggest you be careful. Many have sought to make Ninetales their Shikigami from ages ago. Ages ago? Shiratsuki's previous master came to mind. I wouldn't be surprised if an Ayakashimori wants to make Shiratsuki their Shikigami. Shiratsuki bites down on his lip as what Hira said seems to be what's on his mind. So then this is almost painting it like somebody's spreading these rumors, but it's like, you can't take Shiratsuki from me. You know what I mean? And, like, what would spreading these rumors, what's the point? So, like, some other Ayakashimori, right? Whether it's Sami or Yakumo or even Tokiwa. I mean, it could be Tokiwa because he could be very suspicious. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, look, I love Jun Fukuyama, but sometimes his characters are a little, like, questionable. Not as questionable as other people. He's not usually typecast as questionable, but, like, sometimes. Sometimes you're usually, like, really awesome, but, like, every once in a while, you're also slightly questionable. You know, where it's enough where you're like, I mean, you're probably fine, but, like, there's, like, a 10% chance you're questionable, so. You're like a quadruple agent or some shit over here, right? So, I mean, think about Grell and Black Mother, right? You're like, oh, look, it's just a simple, oh, you're really Jack the Ripper. Is that it? Okay. You know what I mean? Part of the duo. But, like, I mean, you had me fooled. I didn't know any of the characters when I started watching it. You know? You're like, I mean, you're really good at it. So, it could be. But, like, even if it was just some other rando person that they're just going to throw in for plot convenience, what's the purpose of going around and being like, oh, there is an Ayakashimori that forced Shiratsuki to become their Shikigami? Okay. Then everyone's going to be saying that. Are you saying then that would mean that, then what? Shiratsuki and I would break our contract because the rumors are too much to stand. I'll break my contract and what? How is that gaining you, or are you just doing this because you're jealous? I just spread the rumor so you'd break your contract because if I can't have him, no one can. Because that's like the only thing that makes sense. But it also doesn't make sense, but it makes more sense than you'll break your contract and then I'll be able to make one with him. Because no, that's not how it works. You know what I mean? Unless they know his weakness and then they like blackmail him into doing it. I mean, I guess, but like that just seems like it's coming out of nowhere. So anyway, Shiratsky bites down on his lip as what Hira said seems to be what's on his mind.
So it is my fault.
Stop it.
But others are talking badly about you because I became your Shikigami. To think I'm the cause of the criticism you're receiving. Perhaps it's for the best that I stay away from you until the rumors die down.
That's not what I want.
You can't be serious.
Hira's like, smacks him. You stupid. Hira basically just asked Shiratsky if he's stupid. Love it. Hira quietly refutes Shiratsky's words.
Think first before you talk. If someone wants to make you their Shikigami, they'll first aim for your master, Spacey.
See, Hira at least gets my name right. Thanks, Hira. I appreciate it. I'm imagining Shiratsky gasps there.
Me?
Oh, wait, was that me or was that... Hold on. Oh, that was me. Me? Hira's groan gave me food for thought. In order to make Shiratsky their Shikigami, they'd first need us to break the contract. Okay, so this goes to what I was saying. We'd have to break the contract, but how are you going to force Shiratsky into being your Shikigami, you know? Normally, the master would have to be the one to break the contract, which would be me.
Do you get it now?
Yes.
I see.
Because he can freely leave, then he'd be like, oh, they're spreading rumors about you. I'll break the contract. You know? Okay. All right.
There's no way that the Ayakashi spreading the rumors would know your contract is temporary. So they're assuming that the contract can only be broken by the master or by the master's death. What that all means is that whoever's behind the rumors needs you to get Shiratsky.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. I see Shiratsky looking at the ground in sorrow. Because poor Shiratsky's like, this is what happened the last time! Coco, you better not have told anyone. Coco, you better not be behind this, you motherfucker. I love you too much. You're too sweet. You can't be. Coco, you have to be my little Cocoa Puff. You can't be, like, backstabby. But, like, this is exactly what happened the last time, because Shiratsky was so powerful that, like, they killed his master to steal him away, and, like, he's like, and then I came here, and fuck. Oh, he's gonna need some head pats.
The rumor puts you in a bad light, Spacey, which is why Shiratsky should stay near you, or else you'd be taken advantage of quickly. So stay near her if you want to protect her. Surprisingly sane coming from you, Hirta. I thought staying away from Spacey would help, but apparently that's not true. I spoke too much. I'm heading back to get some rest. I owe you one, Hirta.
Hirta flies away without a change in expression. I mean, that's the most Hirta spoken this whole entire fucking thing. This is awkward.
I'm sorry. I had no idea such evil rumors were spreading.
No, I should apologize. I didn't think of what it meant to have you as my Shikigami.
I wouldn't have accepted you as my master if you didn't tell me you wanted to know more about me.
But the fact that something bad is happening means that I wasn't careful about making you my Shikigami. Especially after what you've been through. I'm ad-libbing that, because, I mean, you know, that's there.
And then, will you break the contract?
I've never seen him so lifeless before. I didn't enter the contract to see him like this. I'm sorry, Shiratsky. I'm not going to break the contract. It doesn't matter what the rumors are. I still don't know you very well. I like how she's like, I'm sorry, Shiratsky. And he's like, oh. And she's like, I'm not going to do it. And he's like, oh. Because he doesn't want you to. Look, he looks happy. He looks shocked. Oh, now he's happy and blushing. I love it.
I see.
Then again, if you want to break the contract, please feel free to do so.
I'll think about it when the time comes. However, I still feel comfortable by your side. I want to continue to be with you. Spacey, I simply ask that you be my master until the time comes. I vow that I'll protect you with my very life.
I kind of like that we made a contract with him and now we're his master and he wants to be beside us and he's going to protect us and shit and like that's our boyfriend. Like we own him. He like property. Okay, I'm gonna get a bunch of Shikagamis, and this is like a man harem. It's kind of like a man harem, but it's different. It's a little more like, I'm your master, and this is my man harem. Boys, we're going to have to make contracts in the man harem now. You will pledge your loyalty to me, and I will be your master. There's something wrong about this. No free will for you.
I'm kidding. You can have free will, maybe. You have to ask permission first.
So wrong. So wrong. I held Shiratsuki's hand. Aww. I thought I told you already that I'll protect you, Shiratsuki, and that isn't going to change. I am your master, and you're my Shikigami, Shiratsuki. Our contract is still effective.
Indeed. It is my pleasure.
Shiratsuki let out a sigh of relief. How cute.
But I forgot to buy the taiyaki after hearing the commotion here.
I forgot about it, too.
There was a line there, so perhaps we can check the other stalls out to see what we want to eat.
Sounds good. I'm starving, so let's check the area while we look for good eats.
I would love to have cold sake right now.
Please, don't forget that we're here for work. We had our way back into the festivities as I ponder over the rumors. It does make it sound then that like somebody's posting these rumors out because like Hirta said they want to break you guys up so they can steal them. Chapter 6, event preparations. You know? But I'm curious if we're going to find out who or that's going to be the like end all. So I totally wasn't even thinking of Tokiwa. But it could very well have been him. You know what I mean? Because, like, again, like, I'm not, like, yeah, I love you, but you're a little sus. Just automatically. And, like, it could be Yakumo, because, like, oh, Yakumo seems, like, really simple and sweet, and then he could just absolutely be the stabby one. It could also be Sammy, because he doesn't open his fucking eyes, and we know what that means. Fool me twice! Fool me twice, games. Different games, fool me twice. Yeah, I got you the third time. Nah. Anyway. The Kikutsune fashion contest is about to end soon. Sure, there are things to think about, such as the rumors and Shiratsuki, but I'm enjoying the event. Shiratsuki, did we get the consolation snacks?
Yes, and they're stored in the cellar at Takamonomiya. We have enough to cover every single Ayakashi in Kikutsune.
What about the prizes for the top 10?
Fear not. I brought over various items that I've collected through the years. I brought tea ceremony sets and katanas, but I'm not quite sure of their value. But it's good I was able to clear some clutter.
I suppose an Ayakashi that's lived for ages isn't able to see the value in things made for mortals. They sound like they do have historical value. Thank you very much. I'm sorry I asked you to provide the prizes when I was the one who came up with the event.
Come now. I did what I could, seeing that you were so anguished trying to figure out what to do with the prizes.
We decided to prepare prizes, but were severely restricted by our limited budget. Budget was an issue for the 6th, but it wasn't a concern to the Ayakashi, so there was no excuse for preparing shabby prizes. Which is why Shiratsuki's offer was a godsend back when I was racking my brain over it.
Now where did I place that vase? I brought it assuming Akuro would like it.
Have no fear, as our friendly fox is here. Huh? Where's Coco? He'd usually be around to save the day. Oh no, my little Cocoa Puffs! Don't hurt Cocoa Puffs! It's only now, literally, that I was like, Cocoa Puffs. Anyway, I look around, but Coco's nowhere in sight. Oh no, someone kidnapped him. Now that I think about it, Coco's been helping us with some of the smaller things, but I haven't seen him recently when Shiratsuki is with me. You know, I've noticed Coco isn't around recently. Is he busy?
About that.
Shiratsuki lets out an expression of sorrow the moment he hears my words. This doesn't look good.
I haven't spoken with Coco much recently.
Huh? What happened? I knew they would bicker every so often, but not talking was something of concern.
I've been having a hard time going to see Coco ever since I spoke to you about my past. I've been avoiding him ever since.
Oh no! Maybe he's mad at you and he's spreading evil rumors. I hope he's not like that.
I've been quite the fool.
So it's not that you two were fighting. I do recall you two arguing for a bit.
Indeed, we had no fight, but I did express my frustration to him despite his sincere concern toward me.
I can't imagine Coco being angry, though.
And that may be true, but I can't forgive myself. I don't know how to face Coco.
Look, sweetie, I'll hold your hand and it'll be okay. I see what he means. It's hard to forgive yourself, even though the one you're concerned about is forgiving. In that respect, humans and Ayakashi are similar.
I've never experienced this before, so I don't know what to do to bring things back to how they were before.
So you want to associate with him like before? Well, apologize? Fight. Apologize! Fight? I mean, that's an Ayakashi thing, but I would say apologize. Yeah, apologize. Okay. Apologize. I think apologizing to him sincerely is the best bet.
I know that, but I'm not sure how I can put my apology into words.
You said that you can't forgive yourself for expressing your frustration to him, right?
Yes, I did. I wasn't ready for his words back then.
Then just say that as your apology.
I would if I could, but...
This is going nowhere. How about not avoiding him? I'm sure the apologizing can be done later.
I'm not confident.
It doesn't matter if you are or not. Just do it, or you'll never be able to talk to Coco again.
Now that's something I'd like to avoid.
Sorry, I didn't mean to skip that. Then it's settled. When you see him, apologize. I'll give you a treat if it all ends well. Oh my god! It's just so funny because he's a fox and we're treating him like a pet now.
I'm not doing it for this treat of yours. What is it, though?
I know. How to reconcile. Chapter 6.
But I still don't have the confidence in me to go and see Coco right now.
Then why don't you write a letter to him?
A letter? Isn't that what girls do when they write to someone they love?
You sure have a skewed sense of things here. Or skewed sense of things there, sorry. I'm not even sure why he said that. Writing letters has existed for a long time. Where did he get that concept from? Maybe he sent letters to women he was attracted to before. I recall hearing before that Shinatsuki was very popular among the female Ayakashi. Come to think of it, Tamamo did mention that Shinatsuki even has a fan club. What? Why wasn't that a scene? I want to... Oh, God. Oh, Shinatsuki has a fan club. Oh, what now? They meet here every Thursday.
Why are you quiet all of a sudden?
It's nothing. It doesn't matter to me that Shinatsuki is an idol among the Ayakashi. Like, she's like, it doesn't mean anything, does it? Question mark.
It's been ages since I've written any letters. I recall the good old days when I would tease the humans by stealing the love letters from men.
Huh? Love letters?
I spoke about what I did quite a while back, which made some of the Ayakashi go about stealing Ayakashimori reports. It was in vogue, so to speak.
There's just something funny about this shit. You're just like, the dog ate my homework. No, but seriously. No, but I mean seriously. One of the kitsune stole my fucking homework, dude.
I was young then. What a bad fox I was.
Please don't steal my reports, okay? I don't want any more work than I already have.
That was ages ago. I don't do such things now.
How long was ages ago?
I don't know, like a month or two.
Shinatsuki let out a good chuckle. Well, we send emails now, so it's not often we write letters nowadays. But handwriting letters does sound fun.
What? You've never received a letter before? Human males these days lack taste, I see.
He seems to think that letters are something to be exchanged between boys and girls. You do know that letters aren't all about love like the ones you stole, right?
They're not.
Letters aren't just love letters. It's a means of communication, so families and friends use them too. Of course, we live in modern-day society where we communicate using emails now, or text, or phone calls. Shinatsuki knows a lot, but from the sound of things, he needs an update for modern times. Shirotsky, when was the last time you went to the human realm? And he's like,
I don't know. There was these carriages that were pulled by horses.
So, like, you've never seen an actual car. Oh, what now?
I see. Amongst friends. And not a bad idea at all. Very well. Let me write a letter of apology to Coco. Oh, what fine advice that was.
And then you talk to Coco about love letters, and he's going to be like, are you writing me a love letter, Shirotsky? Glad to be of help. Oh, and please don't steal Ayakashimori reports, okay?
As you wish.
Or the Crow Tango Express packages.
I understand. Honestly, you're being far too serious about this.
That's not true. But let's be sure we're successful in both the event and your reconciliation with Coco.
Of course. If you and I are together, Spacey, anything is possible.
Chapter 6, Interim Report. Hello. Which one of you is fucking shady? It's Tokiwa, probably. That's where my money would be. If it's going to be one of these three. Okay, Samey is absolutely shady as fuck. But I have to have a little more faith in him than I do in Yakumo or Tokiwa just because he is a romance route. So while I definitely think he's got some shady shit going on, because hello, do we see closed eyes, shady motherfucker, okay? I feel like his shade's going to be something different than trying to steal Shirotsky away from us. You know? I don't know. I just feel like he's got to have something deeper where he's like, oh, he's totally on our side until we get to his route. And then he gets stabby. You know what I mean? As opposed to like trying to undermine us in every other route. You know? Like if you think about it, right? Saint Germain didn't try to undermine us in every single route. He was there with us. He was our buddy. He was our pal. Then we get to his route and he's like, sure, let's hide you away. Now I'm going to choke you to death. And you're like, harder? What? Like, what? What's happening here? You know? Oh, man. That first time you meet a character as their eyes closed and then you're talking to them and then they open their eyes and you're like, oh, shit is going down. What is happening? You don't even have to have ever known that trope that existed because I didn't then. And he opened his eyes and I was like, uh-oh. You just sense trouble. You're just like, oh, fuck. And then the second time you're like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, that character had their eyes closed the whole time, did they? Ooh. And like you don't realize sometimes, but like, Samey, I got this. So, you know, but like I'm expecting, and like in every other character that's shady like that, just kind of waits till the right route. There is a route. So in this case, Samey's route, right? Where you're like, he's just going to be fine, chill, our buddy the whole rest of the time. And then we're going to get to his route and then he's going to try to kill us. But then also fall in love with us. So then he's not going to kill us. And it's going to be really fucking weird. But like, so I kind of have faith that he is not spreading these rumors and trying to steal Shirotsky from us. Maybe. But we're definitely not going to find out about it. You know what I mean? Until we get to the end. But like, so my money would have to be as either Yakumo or Tokiwa right now. Because like, just based on assumptions from other games and doing the logical math here, right? So, but I would lean toward Tokiwa more than anything. Because, like, Yakumo, like, absolutely could be shady because you're so nice. It's a perfect ruse for, like, being an evil backstabber. But, like, Tokiwa is like, oh, you seem nice, but also shady. Like, you're a gray area. You're literally gray. Everything about you is gray. Your hair, your clothes, everything. You know, even Yakumo's got a little splash of blonde and a little bit of yellow on him. Like, Samey's got a little bit of blue. Like, the colors are very muted in this game, but like Tokiwa is literally 100% every inch of you is gray. So I'm just feeling it's a little suspicious, is all I'm saying. So my money would be on him right now for being sus. I will forgive you because you are voiced by Jun Fukuyama, so like that's fine. Be as sus as you want to be, baby. It's fine. But that's where my coins are right now. That's where my quarter is because that's all I got. I got no money. I got a quarter. You know, so anyway. Hello!
Hi! How's the event prep going? It's going smoothly. Coco, Tamamo, and Kinka are helping. I haven't really noticed any problems so far. Well, that means things are going well between you and Shiro. Yes, there haven't been any issues at all. We're getting to know each other, and it's fun being with him. I think I understand him better now than I did before. I'm glad
he became my Shikigami. I see. Well, really? I said all that and now you're acting sus. Everyone is suspicious. I am suspicious of everyone in every game now. Oh, that's right. Shinotsky told me some more old stories of yours. When he told me about the battle with the Kitsune, I laughed so hard I cried. But that story may be fiction. Regardless, I'm glad to hear you're getting along. Keep up the good work. I have high hopes for you. Yes, I'll try my best not to let you down. Chapter 6. Shinotsky's feats. Not his feet, but his feats. Phew! I finally completed the preparations. Yes, it's all thanks to you and the others for helping out. But Shinotsky, I don't mind doing the rounds on my own. You don't have to come with me. I've chosen to do this. I don't wish to leave my precious master's side even for a second. I kind of like that, though. Okay. You can stay if you want. I mean it. Oh? What's that sound? It seems to be coming from nearby. There it is. A yuri is kicking the base of a tree. You're right. Why is he doing that? I don't know the circumstances, but he seems to be having a tantrum. What will you do? Let's go. We have to stop him. Damn it! You there! Please stop! What are you doing? You there! Please stop! What are you doing? He's like, Spacey, what the fuck? And you're like, shut up! Because of the stupid tree and stupid roots, I tripped and hit my head! I feel that. Every once in a while, you trip on something and you're like, stupid thing in my way that I tripped over that I put there! And you blame the thing that you put there because you're just... Stupid feet! Sometimes you just want to blame something else, like an inanimate object, for your own failures. Anyway. Look! Look at this bump! Huh? Wait, is that the only reason you're so angry? What do you mean, only? Only?! And this is another result of having pent-up energy. Although it's pathetic to take it out on a tree. Shut up! What would a kitsune know? It's his tree's fault that I got hurt, so I'm gonna punish it! This is what I'll do! The branch! We can't just leave him. If we do, he may hurt someone. He may hurt that tree. The tree did nothing to you. Should I go? Yes, please. Understood. As soon as he said that, he swiftly charged and apprehended the yuri before I knew it. It was truly impressive. That damn kitsune beat me to it! Oh, Koya. Don't always depend on that kitsune. You already have a page. It seemed like Koya was upset. I'm sorry. I'll call for you next time. Understood. Going to go sulk in the corner and be very mad. Frickin' fox, whatever, thinks he's better than my cat. Huh. Koya seemed like he just like, whatever, I'm here, but like, before, and now he's like, how dare you? And with that, Koya disappeared. While I was appeasing Koya, the yuri that Shinotsky apprehended was flailing about. What are you doing? Let me go! It's your fault for causing a disturbance, and don't give me any more trouble. I'm sorry, I was wrong. I won't do it anymore, so please let me go. I don't know. I can't trust you. I mean it. I won't do it anymore. I promise. Shinotsky, he seems to feel bad about it, so why don't we leave it at that? If you say so. Shinotsky let go of the Ayakashi, who staggered for a moment before running off. I'm sorry! Don't take your anger out on things anymore! My word, you are kind. And did you ever consider that Ayakashi was only lying and pretending to feel remorse? He could have attacked us as soon as we let him go. If we doubted everyone, there'd be no end to it. He said he wouldn't do it anymore, so we should try to believe him. Yes, I suppose I see your point. Thank you for accepting my request earlier. But it does feel strange, asking the Shirei of Kikutsune for help.
So this is your first time?
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with the way that sounds. He's like,
So this is your first time?
and you're like, and I was like, wow, Shiratsky phrasing. She basically said the same shit. Oh.
Oh my. I like sexual harassment.
He doesn't seem to be apologetic at all.
But you have to get used to giving me orders. And you are my master. You need to stand tall.
I'll give you orders.
If you always depend on your page, there's no point in signing a contract with me, is there?
Shiratsky's also competing against Koya. I respect both of their abilities. Understood. I'll work hard to get used to it.
I feel really comfortable being your Shikigami. I may want to extend the contract beyond the event.
The contract?
Extend the contract beyond the event.
And it came out weird.
And then I'll offer you my body and soul, Spacey.
No, he said Akitsu this time. But I'm just going to draw on Spacey, because whatever. Body and soul? You mean an official contract? There you go again, saying crazy things.
No, I want to give you my body.
Such a Shiratsky thing to say. I think the Lupin voice really works for him, because it's our flirty voice. And I definitely think he's a flirty boy. But I tried imagining it. Even after the event, if Shiratsky remained my Shikigami, that doesn't sound too bad. Shiratsky seems to be having fun, and I... Sensing someone staring, I turned around. Coco? Oh, that's someone from another squad. I remember bumping into him back at the Nakakuni office. Oh, is this going to be the random person? Come to think of it, it's almost time for the shift change. He must have come to relieve me. He was looking at me with a sharp gaze. I wondered if he was a difficult person. He's the one that's spreading the rumors, maybe. But again, it's like, that's weird to me. It's a random person. But, sure.
What's the matter, Spacey? Let's go.
Right. I bowed at the Ayakashimori looking our way and rushed to catch up with Shiratsky. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Anyway. Ah. Oh, it's a new scene, but it's going to be that guy. Mysterious guy. Interesting. We're going to find out what mysterious Ayakashimori guy is thinking in the next part. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.